Hey everyone, how's it going? Coach Kim here from KimberlyBroom.com. Just wanted to pop on and say hello to everyone. I'll give you guys a minute to jump on. As you're jumping on, please say hello when you're jumping on, tuning in. Let me know that you're here. Type where you're tuning in from in the comments. I appreciate that. When you're catching the replay, let me know that you're watching from the replay. Love that. Love to give shout outs. So, hey, Suzanne. Hey, Amy. How's it going? What are you guys up to? Are you guys ready for the snowpocalypse that we're getting? It's craziness. Amy, I know you never catch me live, but that's all right. The replays are always good because then, you know what, when you tune, I hate it when, I don't hate it when people tune in live at the end, but I feel bad when folks jump into the live and it's at the tail end and they've missed like everything that I've said. And then I feel like I need to repeat it. So it makes my lives like double the amount of time, but that's all right. Hey, Vincent, how are you? Good to see you on here. I don't think I've seen you here before. Where are you tuning in from? Katie, what's happening? Tracy. Yeah, Tracy, you caught your first live too. Awesome. So what are you guys up to tonight? You're from the Philippines. Nice. Excellent. Well, thank you for joining me and welcome. So out here, I'm from Massachusetts and we are getting ready for a huge snowstorm, or at least that's what most of the media outlets are saying. It's they're really hyping it up. You're so ready for snow. Amy, you went to the store, getting all prepped. Good. Yeah, really. Take advantage of the time, Amy. The downtime. You know, I was gonna go to the store tonight. I only needed a couple things, and at the last second, I said, "Forget it. I don't need to go that bad." So I decided to wait. So anyhow, let me get started about tonight's video. So again, as you're jumping on, let me know you're here. Say hello. I appreciate that. And as always, if you're catching the replay, let me know that you're watching the replay. So tonight we're talking about fiber and we're talking about weight loss. And if you've been following me or you're in any of my groups, you know I talk about this a lot. And it's about so much more than poop. I think like when we hear about fiber on TV, we always go to the poop, right? It's about so much more than that. I mean, it is part of it, I'm going to say. And as a coach, as a health coach, I do have to have the poop talk with my clients. So it happens, whatever, it's life, right? So a couple reasons why you want to have fiber in your diet and why it's so important for weight loss is, you know, one, it definitely keeps you full longer in between your meals. And that's good because you're eating less, you're taking in less calories, right? It helps to sustain your energy. Definitely, absolutely. And it does help with elimination. And I'll talk a little bit about that when I move into my third reason why you definitely want to keep fiber in your diet is the big reason what I wanted to talk about tonight. It's about your insulin and your excess insulin and managing your blood sugar levels. Huge. It's really important to get adequate amounts of fiber. So really when we're talking about fiber doesn't really add, like, as far as nutrients, it doesn't really add into your body. It more like subtracts from your body, right? So meaning it really helps the body to reduce the ability to absorb. And that's especially important with carbs and with sugars, right? So it slows down the absorption rate and the digestion rate of a carbohydrate, of sugar, and it blunts the effects of it. So that's good. So it doesn't like release into your bloodstream and spike up your blood sugar levels, thus spiking the insulin levels, right? So that's a good thing. It's kind of like a sponge, right? So fiber, it's great to take in because it acts, you know, for that, the slowing of absorption, but it acts like a sponge where it's going to absorb all the excess sugar in your system, all the excess fat, all the excess toxins, and it's going to help remove it from your body. And that it is huge to get it out of your system and to manage your blood sugar levels at a, you know, to keep them level. And insulin, it's so important to our body, but excess insulin will do a number on it. And that's one of the hormones that we deal with in my coaching practice, right? I'm all about reducing inflammation, managing hormones, balancing and getting them into balance. And some hormones take a higher precedence than others, because by balancing one hormone, you can in effect start to balance out some of the others. There's like a hierarchy to it. And excess insulin, if you have excess insulin, it's doing a number to your body. It's accelerating the aging process. It can lead to extra abdominal fat. So it really it supports and encourages the storage of our fat, but it also reduces the ability for us to burn fat off, right? So that is a double whammy right there when we have the excess insulin. Our appetite increases because our leptin gets suppressed and the dopamine spikes. So I know I'm talking all technical and I'm throwing a lot of hormone talk at you, but there's a lot of chemistry behind it. So excess insulin, it increases your abdominal fat, it increases our appetite, it accelerates the aging process. It helps to break down, excess insulin will break down your muscle mass. So this is no good for anyone. Not to mention type 2 diabetes, right? You knew I was going to go there, right? So type 2 diabetes, that's actually an autoimmune disease, right? And it's our bodies working against itself, right? Type 1 is a totally different animal, but type 2 is an autoimmune disease. So it can be totally managed, or not totally managed, but much can be done for this with just nutrition. So fiber, how do you get fiber? Leafy greens, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes. You can take supplements. And a while back in one of my groups, I was in the grocery store and I was looking at some of the fiber supplements that were on the market, some of the well-known brands, and I was appalled at what I was seeing in them. And I was showing my group, I'll have to find that video, but I was showing my group the labels on it. Did any of you, hey Mary Ellen, how's it going? Michelle, what's happening? Any of you that are tuning in or catching the replay, do you remember that video that I did when I was in the grocery store and I was showing you guys the some of the brands that are on the market, the brands of fiber supplements, and I was showing you the ingredients? Do you remember what I was showing? What you were seeing? I'll tell you. I was seeing the biggest one that blew my mind, and I can't remember if it was Metamucil or not, but one of them had aspartame in it. I was floored. Like, aspartame is the worst artificial sweetener you can. Tracy, you remember? You remember it. Yep. Amy, you do too. Yeah, it was filled with chemicals, fillers, but sugar. Sugar was the common theme, and aspartame, or like an artificial sweetener, and aspartame being in one. So these are the well-known brands that most people would think like, oh, okay, yeah, if I'm going to, increase my fiber intake, maybe I'll just take it in a supplement form. Well, look at the labels, right? So it goes to show how much I always try to drill this into, our client's head, like always look at the label, never take anything for granted, because even things that, the marketing might have a great label on the front and have like a heart on it, or it'll show that it's a heart healthy food. If you flip it over, you really want to look at the ingredients, right? Because even though it's marketed as healthy, it may not, some of the ingredients in it may not be the best for you, and you can find a better product. That's where I'm going with that. So I want to show you, one of my clients was asking about a fiber supplement. It's nothing special, and I told her, I'm like, you know what, I'm not even taking anything special, but I have tried some fiber supplements in pill format, and I've tried others that they were flavored with stevia, and while stevia is okay, I really didn't, I wanted to cut that out. I don't need it in my fiber. I really just wanted something I could, drink, and it just didn't taste like anything. I could add it to maybe a juice or whatnot. So I've been adding these to my, to my green smoothies, and I don't know if you can see it. It's probably backwards, but it's just an organic powder, fiber powder, and there's nothing in there. There's no bad things in it. I take a tablespoon a day, and I'll tell you, on the days I forget to take it, I definitely notice I'm hungry faster. You know, like I'll be like, wow, it's not even lunchtime. I'm hungry. What's up with that? So it definitely helps to keep me full. I like it much better over the pill format that I was using. So anyhow, that's just something I found. I found it on Amazon and it was a really good price. So do you guys have any questions? Let me scroll through here. I have to go back up to the top. If you guys have questions, throw them in. Throw them in. Amy, I can't believe you're ready for more snow. I'm not ready for more snow. You know what it is? I think it's the cold that's coming behind it that's like, I'm already over it. It's only early January and I'm so over it. But let's put it this, let's look at it on the bright side. Maybe by March, we'll just go right into spring rather than the last few years where we've had like a mild winter. You know, those couple of years you have a mild winter and come February, March, we're thinking we're in the home run and then we get pounded with snow. All right, I'm just looking for questions. I don't see any. So anyhow, guys, I totally appreciate you jumping on. As always, you know where to find me over at Coach Kim's Corner. We can totally take the conversation over there. If there's something more that you remember, you realize you did have a question on fiber, on weight loss, on anything, you know the drill. Find me over at Coach Kim's Corner. That's my free group, and you are invited to join us there to continue the conversation. All right, guys. Aw, thanks for the hearts. I love that. I appreciate you all. Stay safe, stay warm, and I will talk to you tomorrow.